Hello my dears, and welcome to my channel. As always, I am happy and grateful that you've chose to spend your time with me, and I do hope that you are doing well. But if not, I do hope things will get better for you soon. The ways you can support my channel: like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe so I can appease the mighty algorithm and be seen by more people and hopefully help someone to make a decision either way on a deck, or hit the notification bell to be notified of when a new video comes out. We have the Alice the Wonderland Oracle, and it was created by Lucy Cavendish and Jasmine Becket-Griffith, and it was published by Blue Angel 2021, and it retails for $34.95. And the deck dimensions are 6.5 height, across is 4.75, and 1.25 width, and it does have the thumb indents. It is a pretty large box. And the title is on all the sides, which is nice. I like that because then I can stack it, because I don't put my decks in bags because I will never figure out which ones they are because I have too many. And unfortunately, there's no card holder to hold your cards, so they will move around. Okay, on the back, journey down the rabbit hole and find the wonderland within. Welcome to the whimsical, thoroughly delightful oracle filled with the wit and wisdom of Wonderland. Inspired by Alice's most famous insight and adventures, you'll discover beings whose messages will help find your way through the rabbit holes, labyrinths, pool of tears, mad tea parties, and unjust courts of life. Prepare to meet the best loved characters of Wonderland, including the Cheshire Cat, White Rabbit, and Mad Hatter, all captured in the stunning paintings by acclaimed artist Jasmine Becket-Griffith. Beautifully written by beloved author and witch Lucy Cavendish, this rich and imaginative deck is destined to become a true collector's item. And then you have your teaser cards. Alright. And nothing really special on the back, and it does come with this rather large guidebook. And Blue Angel is known for their nice guidebooks. And nothing inside. And as you can see, reversals will not be revealed if you do work with them, with oracles. And the cards themselves are large, as you can see, compared to a Rider-Waite-Smith tarot. And the cards themselves are 5.5 height, across is 3.75, and the width of the deck is 3/4 of an inch. There are 45 cards. Okay, and cardstock is good. It's very thick, it's bendy, so these should last you a while. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at these cards. And they are all numbered, and they have a little title on them, and then they have keywords. Trying to get both these. Like I said, they are kind of on a thick side. And both of these ladies have quite a few decks out. Although I do like the deck for the most part, but I don't know, it doesn't really explore Wonderland like I wish it would. I mean, maybe I'm just thinking of it in a, unfair way, but I don't know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Jasmine's artwork, but I don't know, to me it's kind of a missed opportunity, it feels like. And I don't know, some of the phrases, I yeah, I wouldn't have seen it in the illustrations. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about this deck, to be honest. I mean, it has the beautiful illustrations and the keywords are food for thought and everything, but if you're going by the illustrations, some of them you're going to be caught up on. You're like, okay, what does that mean? And you're going to have to look at the guidebook. But it's, I like the deck. Okay, so let's go ahead. And yes, I will add it to my collection, of course. All right, so let's look at this lovely guidebook. Blue Angel has a history of lovely books. I love their guidebooks. Okay, so then you have, this is a second printing. The original was 2018. Okay, so we have the contents. And then we have an introduction. You read that, and the quotes in the guidebook come directly from either Alice's Adventures in Wonderland or Alice Through the Working Glass. And then we go on to Following the White Rabbit, and goes into a trip that was taken to Japan. And how the images came about, I do believe. And then we have some quotes from different movies. And then we have the Wisdom of Wonderland. And goes into Alice and the history. And as she says, the deck is based on Alice's cleverness in navigating her way through a perilous and nonsensical world. And then how to work with the Oracle. Creating your own wonderful future. And the Wonderland cards. And then goes into reversals. And more reversals down here. It's basically up to you if you want to use them or not. And we have some more quotes about Wonderland. And then getting to know your Oracle. Some suggestions. And you can go through. And shuffling your cards. And then jumping cards. Basically, those are the ones that when you're shuffling, they decide that they don't want to be in the deck no more and they have something to say to you. And you can use them or not. You're not obligated. I mean, it's totally up to you. And we have another quote. And then the question, which is sometimes the easiest and the most hardest part of a reading. Splitting the deck. You can split the deck into 3 piles, or if you choose to do that, you can do that as well. I sometimes do that. I will cut the cards and put them in different decks and then put them all back together. And then layouts. Which are spreads, basically. And they give a 1-card spread, 3-card spread, the Celtic cross. And down the rabbit hole spread. And through the looking glass spread. And then what to do afterwards. If you choose to do that, you can totally do that. Me personally, I just say thank you, and that you can add more than a thank you. It's totally up to you. Caring for the energy of your deck, and then caring for your reading area's energy. Just little things you can do. And then a little thing from Lucy, which is always nice. And then we have the cards themselves. So you have a little thing of the card, the title of it, the keywords, and this is where the phrases are the direct quotes from either Alice's Adventures in Wonderland or Alice Through the Looking Glass you'll find. And then we have little meaning there, not a little, but we have the meaning. And then divination, and then reversed. And it's basically all of that through. It's kind of weird how they quoted who said or where it came from, but then they don't put it on the quote in this part of the guidebook. I just think that's kind of odd. I mean, if you're an Alice in Wonderland buff, if you know the stuff, then you'll know where the quote comes. But if you're not, you don't. So that's not a big deal. But I just thought it was very curious that they did that. So basically that is pretty much the guidebook. And then we have about the author. And her social, if you want to visit it. And then we have Jasmine. And then we have some more by the two ladies. And this one is, I think, book. Yeah, this is a book. This is the Oracle. Another Oracle by her and Lucy. And then Blue Angel, if you want to visit the website. Alright, so let's go ahead and shuffle. These are gonna, if you don't have large hands, they're gonna be a pain in the butt to shuffle. And you can choose to shuffle it this way, or I've seen others shuffle it sideways when they can't shuffle it upright. So there's many ways that you can shuffle it, and you can also shuffle it this way as well. Alright, so let's see who wants to pop up and give us a message. Oops. Alright. The right way. Learning to create what you desire. Alright. So I'm assuming she wants to be queen from the picture. We'll see. All right, so 21. Okay, the quote is, "How am I to get in?" asked Alice again in a louder tone. "Are you to get in at all?" said the footman. "That's the first question, you know." It was no doubt, only Alice did not like to be told so. Okay, the frog footman really does get to the heart of things. When we are pondering how to make a life dream happen, or how we are to get in, through, or to the other side of whatever issue is facing us, we might wonder if we are meant to get in at all, as the frog footman put it. We can spend a great deal of time pondering our destiny, wondering if something is meant for us, and sometimes giving it up to fate, proclaiming that if it's meant to be, it is meant to be. Alice has a different approach. She doesn't ask if it's meant to be, she's asked how it is to be done. This practical approach may not seem so spiritual to some. Are we not meant to go with the flow and see where life takes us? Here, Alice knows what must be done and sets out to discover how to achieve it. When this card comes to you, this is just what you must do. Do not wonder if something is meant for you, nor leave it at the hands of the gods. Instead, think of how it can be done. What practical steps can you take? How can you approach the problem in order to solve it? What action can be taken, and what advice can you seek? There is always a way through the other side. But passively waiting and waiting and waiting for it to simply swing open is not as powerful as actively figuring out the puzzle and discovering how you are to reach the other side. So ask questions, seek advice, look again from a different angle. Think of the how. Divination, wanting to get through to the other side of a situation, a desire to walk through a gateway or a life transition, to become an insider rather than remaining on the peripheral. I am so sorry, I cannot pronounce that word. Periphery. I give up. Wanting to have an impact, to be included, to be a part of the activities and have an influence on the world. A willingness to learn step by step. Reversed, leaving it all up to fate, waiting rather than acting, philosophizing rather than doing, being dreamy rather than practical. All right, so that's pretty much it for this deck. Let me know what you thought about it, good or bad. If you bought it and you love it, let me know. If you bought it and you didn't like it, let me know as well. If you did buy it after seeing my video, let me know either way. If you saw the video and you decided not to go with it, I've also had people tell me that as well. I love to hear thoughts on decks, so if you have one, just go ahead and drop it in the comment below. And if you would like to see a deck in a future video, let me know and I'll see what I can do. I am always collecting new decks to my collection, and there might be one that you might be interested in. But once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I hope that you will join me with a future video. But until next time, take care and goodbye, my dears.